Be sure to subscribe for more content.
What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel, and I hope you're having a very lovely day today. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Terra Classic USD, or USTC for short, what has happened to it recently and where I predict the price to go to in the near future, as well as some key price levels I'm looking out for. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. And of course, if you appreciate the daily analysis on this channel, be sure to subscribe. So USTC, what has happened to it in recent time? Well, I think this graph says it quite well. Basically, we've come up very quickly and we've slowly been declining. Basically, we can draw this trend line from the very top to its summit back at the start of October all the way to where we are now. And of course, this is over the span of a week. We've just seen the price come down and come down. And of course, in my last video, I said we could be seeing a triangle forming from this purple resistance that we have here and this 0.786 fib. And of course, as you can see from this triangle, so this triangle bound by the 0.786 fib as the support and this purple line as the resistance, what we've done is we have broken down below it. The volume here hasn't really increased, so it didn't look like a typical breakout, nor did it look like the triangle respected. But in any which case, we saw the price break down. We're still heading downwards and downwards and downwards on low volume. And of course, it looks likely that we could be doing a full retracement back to 2.9 cents here, which was the price of USTC before the pump ever happens. Now, it's not all bad news if you're long on USTC. Basically, a change of trend is possible, and the way we could be bullish again on USTC is if the price were to break through this long-term trend line that is our resistance. So basically, this has been determining our trend at the moment. We're bearish, but if we can flip this, so say if we can flip this purple line here and the price does something like this, and then we start moving upwards like this, and the volume kind of follows, so that we see an average volume, but then as soon as it breaks through that resistance, we see a massive increase. Then that to me would confirm a change of trend. And of course, if we change the trend, we could switch from this bearish one that we have here to a more bullish one. So it could look something like this, where the price heads in this direction, or if there's a massive influx in buyers for whatever reason, for whatever news comes out, etc., then we could see a sharper bullish trend. And of course, I'm always on the lookout for this on USTC. So, whenever the price comes close to this purple line, I do monitor it. And if I do see a breakthrough, I'm always posting it on my trading view. So be sure to follow me on there. The link for it is in the description below. But if we do not break through, then I do expect the price to do a full retracement to the bottom. So let me just get rid of these. So it's probably going to do something like this. And again, it's not all doom and gloom, because if I go on the 1-day chart, this goes back to a good saying that traders have, and it's that there's always an opportunity to make money in the market. So even though we've missed this pump, even though we've basically doing a full retracement here, if we do make this full retracement, then it's not the only pump that USTC has had. If we have a look a bit before, we had an even bigger pump over here. I believe that was on the 9th of September. So that was about the time that Luna 2.0 started taking off, and that was a 243% pump here. And if we have a look back in June, in the middle of the crypto crash, so when everything went downhill after that 3 Arrows Capital, we saw USTC do this massive 1,500%. So since its inception, from when it got renamed UST to USTC, we've had these 3 massive pumps. And even if we do a full retracement, it doesn't mean that we can't do something similar in the future. We could just see the price do something like this and have a pump like this. Of course, we have this long-term yellow resistance here, which has been which connects the peaks of the 3 pumps that we've had since June. So if we do pump in November, like I've drawn here, for example, then we could be looking at nearer 70%. But I guess what I'm trying to say is your risk to reward, if we do have a full retracement, is quite good. So we have a general support that could look like this, and if the price hovers close to the support, then your risk is just the lowest possible price, which 5%, 6%, 7% or whatever, and your reward could potentially be 70% if it happens in November, or even more if it happens sooner. So of course, you just have to be patient if you're going through for a longer term hold. We don't know when the next pump will be. It could be in a week's time, it could be in a month's time, or it could be never. But I'm just saying, given the statistics that we've seen a pump like this happen plenty of times here on USTC, probably makes it statistically likely that we could see something in the near future as well. And of course, you know, as long as you believe that the support line is the ultimate support, then your risk to reward is very good. Of course, if you want to be super risk adverse, then be sure to place a stop loss just below this resistance here, because, you know, we've seen a low down here at 0.6 cents. So obviously if we fall to that low down there, then that represents a further 80% drop. So make sure you place a stop loss just below the support line here. And of course, if the price can stay above that support line, then you should be in good hands, and we should be able to see a pump in the future. So this is kind of what I'm looking for as well in USTC. I did miss this pump for whatever reason. I wasn't paying attention to USTC. I was paying attention to Terra Classic. So, you know, my attention was really brought to it after this pump here. So I won't make the same mistake again. I'm definitely going to be watching USTC from now on. And of course, that's going to be my strategy. So just making sure that we can hold a support that looks like this, and just looking out for any future pumps that we might have on here as well. So that's kind of all I have to say in this video, really. There's not too much technically happening now with this drop here. Basically, the price has just been down in this bearish channel. There could be a potential breakout of this purple line, and of course, if that's accompanied by increasing volume, then that could indicate a change of trend to a more bullish trend. But if we do not see that, then I'd expect a full retracement down to 2.9 cents here on USTC. So that's pretty much a summary of it all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.